guys, welcome back to another video. If you enjoy my videos, please give them a thumbs up. Make sure you guys subscribe. Make sure you turn on that notification bell so you don't miss any more videos from me. Without further ado, let's just get into today's video. All right, you guys, so it is April. I am so excited. The days are longer, time has changed, and we are transitioning into spring and summer, and I am so here for it. So you guys know I love to do a monthly reset video. So this month's video, we are going over March goals, and we're going to reflect on the month of March, and then we're going to set goals for the month of April. So if you guys want to come along, make sure you get your drinks, your wine, your coffee, your tea, whatever you need. Get your laptops, your iPads, your notebook, your pen, and your paper, and let's just get into this month's reset video. You guys, happy April. I am so excited, man. You guys, I just did not realize how much I needed these longer days. Like the days in the fall and winter just drag on, and it gets dark so quick that it just drains all the energy out of you. And now I feel more lighter and lightweight now that the days have gotten longer and we have more time to get things done throughout the day or even chill out. So like I said, we're just going to do a March recap of all the goals that I set in March, and let's see if I achieved them or not. And it's also iced latte season, so I made my first chai iced latte this morning or this afternoon. That's so good, y'all. It's so good. Okay, I'm not gonna keep on drinking on that, but we're gonna go ahead and get into March. You guys know I use Notion in order to track all of my goals for the months, the year, the quarter, and so that is what you'll be seeing popping up on the screen as we go over this. So let me get myself together and let's get to recording my screen here. All right, there we go. So for the month of March, you know, my categories, I have two categories: personal goals and business goals. And within each category, I have it broken down a little bit more for personal. So the first thing we want to do is talk about finances. You guys know I'm really into saving and trying to manage my money wisely. But last month I didn't do very well. You know, we went on our family trip and I kind of went over budget a little bit, not too much, but I did go over budget. So we're going to be kind of scrimping around in the month of April, but I regret nothing. I regret nothing, just so you know. Okay, so for finance, I did contribute my $250 to my emergency fund. I am trying to have $6,000 by the end of the year, and $250 every single month will get me there. So we're trying to do that. I did pay down debt by $250. I'm hoping to get most of my debt paid off by the end of summer. I'm just tired of looking at it. I don't want to nickel and dime it. I usually put in more than $250, but I need to amp it up. I need to get this together. And then my next goal was to get my tax paperwork together. I did not do it. I think I'm going to tell my tax person to just file me an extension, child. Y'all know last year I didn't file my taxes until October, okay? And it was actually really good that I didn't file them until October, because it really helped me save money, and I did paid off a lot of debt with it, and I used it more wisely than I would have if I would have gotten it earlier. So maybe I'll do an extension every year, but I definitely need to do an extension because I don't even feel like going and looking for all my little tax stuff. I don't feel like doing it, so I ain't gonna do it, that part. So get tax paperwork together was a fail, so we didn't do that. And then for family and friends, I was supposed to book 2 dinners with 2 of my friends that I hardly ever get to see. So I wanted to book a dinner with my friend E, but it turned out she had surgery. She tore something in her knee or did something, so she ended up having a surgery on her knee. So we weren't able to go. And then I was supposed to book one with my friend Fifi, but her real name is Felicia. I just call her Fifi. And we never did get together, so that was an epic fail. But you guys know I went places with Alicia and other people. I just didn't go with the 2 people that I wanted to go, so that was fail. And then from home, I was trying to plan out my 2024 garden. I did not do it. I was just really overwhelmed with getting the trip together, making sure everything was right. My OCD A-type situation kicked in, and I just couldn't think beyond the trip and getting it over with, and it was becoming overwhelming. So I was like, let me just stop everything and just focus on the trip, and then when the trip is over, do all the things afterwards. So I'm trying to move this into April, so that way we can decide whether we're going to do it, because the last frost date I think is April the 11th, and then you can really start putting your plants outside and they not freeze overnight or die from being too cold. So I still have time, but I still don't know if I'm gonna do it or not. So I need to be making a decision really quickly. So that was a fail. I'm feeling a lot, okay? And then travel, spring break trip to New York. You guys already saw the vlog. We had a blast. The kids' first time on the plane went super smooth. Jalen was a little bit nervous, a little bit anxious, but in the end, she did really, really good. My son did good, but you guys know he did have a nosebleed. But the second time we got on the plane and came home, he was fine. So maybe it was just his body getting used to it, I don't know. But we had a blast in New York, and I can't wait to go on another family trip. That let me know that I wanted to do more family trips, and so I'm just gonna have to get that together. So I need to start planning now for next year. And then for personal, read 4 books. I think I read 4 books. I don't even remember, to be honest. Let's look at my Goodreads right quick. Hold up. I believe I did, but to be honest, I'm not sure. I hate it doesn't show you what month you read these books. Let's see. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I actually read 5 books in the month of March. Okay, Miss fancy. All right, so I read 5 books. So I exceeded my goal, that part. So I read 5 books in the month of March. So that was great. I did not go on any dates in March at all, even though I do have a new prospect that I have been talking to. He's pretty cool. So maybe in the month of April we'll go on a date. So we'll see. So those were all of my personal goals. So there's that. And then for business goals, post 3 videos a week. I did do that. I didn't book any. I did book a collab. I booked 1 collab. I didn't book 2. Well, actually I did have 2. So I had one with Quince, and you guys saw that already. And then I had one with like the little nail company. And I did talk about the nail stuff. So that's kind of, yeah, so we're just gonna say yes. And then remember, my collabs doesn't mean paid. I'm just trying to get used to brands looking at my content and talking about my content, and we'll work on getting paid for this stuff a little bit later or whatnot when I get my following up a little bit. So get 2.5K subscribers. I did not achieve this goal. I did get to 2.4, so that was not achieved, but I am very proud of the content that I put out in the month of March and how many subscribers I actually gained. So I don't feel any type of way. I think I did really good. And then what was I looking forward in the month of March was spring break and my son's birthday, and we had both of them were amazing. We had a good time. We went out to eat for his birthday, then we went to the movies, and that's when I told him we was going to New York for spring break. So it was like his surprise for his birthday and then Jalen's surprise for her graduation present. So that was great. So we did do that. And then in the month reflections, memorable moments, of course, a trip to New York with my kids. We had a time. We had a time exploring, walking on and off the subway, seeing the sights in New York, spending money, shopping, eating. Like, we did all the things, and we just went for 4 days straight. And then we crashed when we got home, but that's the best type of vacation, right? So we had a blast. What I learned, family trips are great. I used to do family trips with the kids all the time, and I used to take my nieces and nephews, and I got away from that when my son started working and time started dwindling down and things started going on. And I feel like that's something that we need to pick back up now that Jalen's going to be graduating, and she will have a job. If we plan accordingly, they'll both be able to take off these jobs, and we'll be able to do more family vacations. So I'm going to ask them where they want to go in 2025, and we're going to start planning and saving now. So I definitely want to take more trips with them, more family trips. And then what I want to improve on, my time management. My time management has been trash. And it's been that way for a minute. So one day I'm gonna get it together, but I'm gonna put on a list anyway. Let's try a little harder in the month of April. And then follow through in my personal life. So I am really bad about making personal goals or things for myself and then putting them to the wayside for other things. Like if I say, hey, I'm gonna go get a massage, which I've been doing good with that, I will like not get it, or I'll wait, something else is going on, or let me take a step back and make sure everybody else is good. But I need to start putting myself forward, and I need to start following through with the things that I promised myself that I would do. And so I need to work on that, but we're gonna get that together, and then we will come back to the favorites at the end of the video. So let's move on to my April goals. That's so good, y'all. I'm about to be making chai lattes left and right, okay? I tried left and right. But I digress. Let's move on to the April goals. So finances is going to be a little different this month. So like I said, I went a little over when we went to New York, but we had a great time. I regret nothing. Like I said, I regret nothing. But unfortunately, that will limit how much money I can save. So we're not putting any money in the emergency fund. I know it's only $250, but I do need to pay a little things first, and I'm hoping by the end of the year, maybe when I file my tax or whatever, I can make that up what I missed this month. So we're not going to worry about it, but I do want to pay down debt by $250. We're still going to do that, keep that on track, get an extension on my taxes. So I'm about to text my tax lady like, hey girl, I ain't got nothing together, tax day is next week, and I'm gonna need you to file me an extension, please. And then save as much money as possible. And when I save money, that doesn't mean like put it in my emergency fund. It means like spend. Maybe I should put spend less. Like I'll save more money if I stop spending more money, if that makes sense. So I'm not trying to put like nothing in my savings, but I'm trying to save money by not spending money. Does that make sense? Is that weird? That's what I'm saying. That's what I said. Figure it out on your own. It makes sense in my mind. Okay, so that's what's going on with finances. And then with family and friends, I really don't have anything, and that's kind of bad. I kind of discussed this a little bit in my my quarter two goals about my relationships and stuff, and I did talk to my therapist about it, baby. That was she had me in my feelings when we was talking about that. Like a thug was about to cry. Like I had some little thug tears in my eyes when we was talking about relationships and how I feel about them and what I want to improve and why I feel the way I feel and why I kind of downplay my feelings when it comes to other people. And yeah, that was a deep one. Like that's the deepest conversation we had, and I really felt some type of way. So my homework was that to think about it, and then we can discuss it next week in my next therapy session. But I don't even want to think about it. It makes me so emotional, and so anything that makes me feel a certain type of way, I kind of avoid. And she's like, yeah, so she's so funny. She always talk about that I'm so self-aware, but yet I still do it. I really do, because I'm the kind of person, like, I just want to be at peace, and I don't want to feel down or sad, even though I know I do sometimes. But if I can avoid it, then I do, and that's really bad. And she was like, well, why do you do that, and why do you do this? And I told her why, and she was like, see, so you bringing a little luggage along with you into the future. We need to, cut them ties. So we're gonna work on that. But I have nothing for this month. Like I can't do no more. We're just gonna think about that. And maybe I should put that, like, think about my relationships and how I want to improve them. That might be something I just throw up in there. And then for my home, I have a lot under home because we're into spring and summer. And you guys don't know, I don't know if you guys know, you're new to the channel and new to this channel, I like to do more of my home projects in the spring and summer because the days are longer, there's more light, I have a little bit more energy. So we're going to try to get some things done, okay? We're going to try to get some things done in this next quarter, okay? So the next 3 months, we need to be trying to get this house together as much as possible. So I want to get a quote for my bathroom. And I want to get a quote for my porch, which I've already gotten a quote for my porch. The guy came out yesterday and he told me about 3 or 4 days he'll have a quote for me. I did a quote for the front and I did a quote for the back. And what I told you guys, I want the sliding glass doors. He said he was able to do the sliding glass doors for me as well as along with the porch. So I told him to give me a quote for that, even though that's not going to be, I won't say anytime soon. It just depends on how much it costs, but that won't be the first thing I do. So the first thing I'm gonna do is the porch in the front, since that's where we come in and out the most. And I told him to do me a quote with the porch like it is with no cover over it, and then give me a quote with the porch with a roof on it. So we'll see how much that costs, but I can check that off because I already did it. Yay. All right. And then I need to switch over my master closet. You guys know I always do a switch over in fall and winter, and then I switch it back over for spring and summer. So I only do 2 switches per year. And then we need to switch over to master bedroom for spring and summer. You guys know I have like a capsule everything. Okay, I have a capsule wardrobe for my clothes, and I have like a capsule bedroom set, reset, whatever you want to call it. So basically I use a certain kind of sheets and duvets and comforters and throws and things like that for the fall and winter, and then I have certain ones that I use in the spring and summer, so it kind of like rotates out. And then playing my garden. I really want to do my garden, y'all. I really want to do it And so I need to be really strategic and think about how to build these new garden beds and where I'm going to put them, because where I put it at last time, it got some sunlight, but it didn't get enough sunlight to produce like I wanted to. So I'm looking into, you know, probably trying to get that done this month, like for real, because I really do want to do a garden, you guys. So there's that. And then for travel, we're not doing no travel. Is my money spent? Okay, over, done, none. Okay. And then for personal, I want to go on 2 dates. So if you guys watch my quarter video, I want to go on 2 dates every quarter. So I'm hoping maybe I can go on a date this month. So that's right. I guess I should say go on a date and not 2 dates. So let's just say a date. I'm gonna change that because we have 3 months to go on 2 days. So I'm gonna try to go on a date. And then I need to book my massage and book my appointment for next month, because you know next month is a Mother's Day, May, and it's a Mother's Day, Memorial Day, graduation, all that kind of stuff. So a lot of people be booking stuff and they'll be overbooked. So I need to book it to make sure I get in my massage for Mother's Day and get my brows done. And then manage my time better, child. I be all over the place. I be laying down, I be taking naps, I be watching movies all day, just being non-productive. And I need to learn how during the day to be productive, get everything done, do all of my time management, and then have the evenings to chill out and do what I want to do. I find that because I do all the things during the day, I don't be able to chill out at night, and I need to reverse that. I need to do the things during the day and not at night, so I can chill at night and not chill in the day, if that makes sense. So that's what I want to do. So those are all of my personal goals for the month of April. And then for my business goal, post 3 videos, book 2 collabs. I think I already have one coming. And then I need to get to 3K subscribers. So I'm hoping to be able to do that by the end of the month. And then what am I looking forward to in the month of April? Longer days. Yes, for the longer days. I'm here for it. Relaxing a little bit more, chilling out, which is kind of contradictory of what I said I want to do this summer. I want to garden, I want to renovate. Like, where does relaxation come in at, Kiosha? When are you gonna relax? So that might be weird, but we gonna try. And then possibly go on another date. So like I said, I've been talking to a guy, and it's funny, I went out of town, now he's out of town. When do we have time for dates? I don't know. Adulting is so crazy. When you're single, you're doing a lot of things, and then you're trying to rework somebody into your schedule so you can go on a date. It's a lot. Like, And then Jalen's prom, you guys, I'm so excited. Jalen's prom is coming up this week. I can't wait for you guys to see her all dressed up and dolled up for the prom. She's gonna look absolutely beautiful. She already got her hair done. You guys will see that little vlog coming up shortly. And so she just got some braids or whatever, but I am so excited for the prom. So yeah, so those were my April goals and what I'm looking forward to in the month of April. So let's move on to my monthly favorites. All right, you guys, so let's move on to the favorites. I didn't have that many favorites, but I had a couple. So for home, I really didn't have anything. It was nothing special going on. I ain't did nothing. The house was housing like a house should house. So I didn't have too many favorites for that. For shows and movies, I watched that movie Damsel. I'll put a screenshot of the poster here. It was actually better than I thought it was. Like, it reminds me of, have you seen Snow White and the Huntsman? It kind of reminds me of that. You know, I think they have 2 parts with Kristen Stewart and the guy who played Thor, I believe. I don't know his name, Hemsworth maybe, something like that. But anyway, I loved it. I thought it was a really good, it's like a good girl power type movie, and I really enjoyed it. It surprised me. I didn't think it was going to be that good, but I enjoyed it. So I love that movie. And then for music, I've been listening to the old Crazy Boys playlist. I call it Silly because we were both silly and he made me that playlist. It's a bomb playlist, okay? Whether he was trash or not, his playlist was on point, okay? So I've been listening to that playlist on and off for the last couple of months since he made it for me. And I'm not ashamed, even though he was a fool, his playlist was good. So why should I be punished not listen to the playlist? Because when I listen to it, I don't think of him. I think of how good the music is. So it doesn't bother me any. So I've been listening to that playlist. Yeah, it's good. And then for book, Ugly Love by Colin Hoover. Took me out. 5 stars. Loved it. Bomb. Highly recommend. Amazing. The book was so good. But her books are always good, and they're always, I love that there's not always a happy ending, that it's just more of reality. Like, you can have not a happy ending, but you can have an okay ending that you can work on, build towards, create relationships, or, you know, just everyday life. I'm not the kind of person who likes happily ever after. I like reality. And so I think Colleen Hoover gives you a lot of reality in her books without, now she'll devastate the hell out of you, okay? She will have you fucked up reading her books, but I still enjoy them anyway. So those were my favorites for the month of March. Let me know below some of your goals for April and what were your favorites for the month of March. What's something that I need to check out or look into, a movie, a book, a show, whatever it is you got going on. Let me know in the comments below. I'm really looking for some new stuff to watch and read and listen to in the month of April. So make sure you guys leave some of your recommendations down below. All right, you guys, so that is the end of this April reset video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you came along with me and you reset while I reset. If you ain't started making your iced chais, iced coffee, whatever it is you do in the summertime, spring and summer, it's that time, okay? Pull it out, boo-boo, because we finna be outside that part. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you guys subscribe. Make sure you turn on that notification bell so you don't miss any more videos from me. And I will see you guys in the next video.